So I'm getting a lot of really interesting questions about my Hazbin Hotel OC Lessie. Why is she a bug? Does her being a bug have anything to do with how she died? What was her relationship with Angel really like? A lot of cool stuff. So while I finish coloring her, let's talk about it. Firstly, if you don't know, Lessie is my Hazbin Hotel OC. She is Angel's ex-wife. Their marriage was arranged, they never had any feelings for each other, and Lessie was a lesbian. And Lessie is a bug because she's meant to be the opposite of Angel. Angel is an arachnid, so Lessie is an insect, and most specifically, she is a dragonfly. The key word there being fly, a fly trapped in his web. And the other ways they're opposites is Lessie is blue, Angel is pink. Angel is tall, Lessie is small, she's 3 feet tall. Angel has lots of curls and spikes in his hair, Lessie is very round with all these swirls. And the point of that is irony, because Angel and Lessie were actually very similar. They were in an almost identical situation, both the children of these mob leaders forced to get married without any question on how they felt, and both living as someone attracted to their own gender in a time where that was dangerous. And for each of them, the other just became a reminder of all those facts. Lessie reminded Angel of what he was supposed to be and what he never could be. She made him sick to look at, so he just ignored her. For Lessie, Angel was a reminder about how no one ever cared what she thought. No one ever cared to ask her. No one ever saw her. And so she resented him. She hated him. But the tragedy of it is that Angel and Lessie are actually very, very similar. And they could have been friends if they had just opened up to each other. If they had just talked to each other, gotten to know each other, given the other a chance, they could have been friends. They could have lived happy lives even. They could have been each other's rocks and shields both. But they weren't, because they never gave the other that chance. They were both so trapped in their own misery and both so afraid of the rest of the world that they could never admit to themselves, let alone to somebody else, what they really were. Now, Lessie being a dragonfly doesn't actually have anything to do with how she died. There's no references to how she died in her design. So Lessie eventually had a baby. It wasn't Angel's baby, but Angel offered to help raise it until Angel wound up dying. Lessie developed a very serious drinking problem, and one day, just before her daughter's 2nd birthday, she basically got too drunk, she fell. She hit her head on her daughter's dresser and proceeded to die of a combination of alcohol poisoning, head trauma, and asphyxiation. Molly would find her on the floor the next morning. And she and Molly are, very doomed Yuri. Also, she does have wings. They're just not done. But they're there. Once I finish her main body, we'll draw those wings.